Hey everybody, welcome back to Pursue the Brew. This week, I'm very excited to try a spin-off of one of my favorite IPAs every year. Voodoo Ranger IPA is one I always go to. This time, I'm going to try Voodoo Ranger Agent 77 IPA. All right, so every year I look forward to Voodoo Ranger's IPA. It's very consistent. It's always on the shelf. This is their Voodoo Ranger Agent 77 Hazy IPA, not shaken, not stirred. This tactically refined IPA is brewed with international Nelson Sauvin, and Galaxy hops to create a floral and fruity IPA. A little bit about the beer, 7.7 alcohol, IBUs are at 48, so not crazy. It's got Mosaic, Pato, Strata, and Nelson Sauvin hops. I'm gonna get that right eventually. And then on malt, it has pale, oats, and Pilsner. I'm really excited to dig into this because like I said, the Voodoo Ranger IPA is top notch. It's a great one. I can't wait to put it on this list. The Voodoo Ranger Agent 77 IPA. The first thing we always try to look for, we use the little glass, just put a little in. We're looking at the color, the head. This one's a hazy, so we want to look at clarity. That has a really nice head on it for the little bit that we poured. I can definitely see the hazy. There's stuff floating around. I'm not sure if you can see it in there. Let's try the other camera. It's kind of got the light shining a little bit closer, so you can see the hazy to it. It's definitely that more really light yellow. The color in it's great. It is checking the box for hazy. Let me say that. It is, which hazies aren't always my favorite. They're kind of hit or miss, but I really like what I'm seeing from this so far. But it's all in the taste. So let's swing it around. Again, we want to just release those bubbles. You know, we want to smell it, especially when something's saying that it's fruity and it's floral. That means there should be a lot of smell to it. So if we smell it and we don't get a lot, that's not a good sign, but here we go. All right, so right off the bat, I'm getting a lot more of the floral, but you're smelling a lot. There's a lot there. It is fruity, so they're hitting what they say they're going for. All right, let's give it a swig. First hit, there's not a lot there. There's not a lot of that flavor, but on the back end, kind of on the aftertaste, there's more of the flavor that you got in the smell. So that's interesting. That's different from a lot of IPAs, which really come at you on the front end. This is definitely more on the back end. A lot of the flavor of this beer is on the back end. It's great. The flavor that's there is really good. It definitely doesn't hit you in the face. I would say maybe the bitterness does overtake the flavor a little bit. That's something that if you're going for a bitter beer, if you want the IPA experience and you just want a bitter beer, that's great. But, you know, if you're looking for nuance, if you want those flavors to come through, it is smooth. I'm not saying it's not smooth. I'm not saying the bitterness takes over, but yeah, just on that back end, there's just a lot of competing things on the back end and not a lot on the front end. So what I look for is I kind of want the citrus, the fruit, the floral. I want more of that on the front end and then the bitterness on the back end. This kind of all competes on the back end. So that's probably digging a little deep for some people, but that's what I'm taking from it. So, you know, there's a lot going on. This is the IPA family with Voodoo Ranger is really good. There's really solid, and this is not bad. Don't hear me wrong. I'm just getting really picky. But one, it smells great. I mean, definitely the floral and the fruitiness comes through there, just like they say. It has more of a profile of a regular IPA. The hazy part I'm not getting. Sometimes you want that to be more weedy, more citrusy, kind of the Boulevard, the Shock Top. That profile, but with an IPA. And this, I'm just not getting what I would want from a hazy. And that's not bad. Some people don't want a citrusy hazy. but that's just kind of something I would expect maybe. I don't know. But just what I'm getting in this, again, the smell, like I could smell this IPA all day. I got a little bit more of the citrus there, I will say that. That smell. On a scale of 1 to 5 hops in the categories of color, which also includes the head and the things you see. Sight, bitterness, smoothness, flavor, what flavor are you going for that type of beer, and then overall. So 4 categories, 1 to 5 hops. Let's start with color. I like the color, especially as we get into summer. A hazy IPA, that nails that. So on color, for a hazy IPA, it's got that light yellow. It's definitely hazy. You can't see through it. I can't see the camera right now. So you can't see through it despite how light it is. So I'm going to go 4.75 on color for a hazy IPA. Bitterness, smoothness. Let's go there next. Bitterness, smoothness. I'm going to go 3.25, I guess. Maybe just 3. Let's go 3. 1, because again, that front end, there's not a lot there on the tongue. It doesn't bring you a lot. You're not hitting a lot just as you put it in your mouth and let it sit, swivel it around. I'm not getting a lot. Maybe I'm wrong, but I get a lot more as I swallow on the back end, as it goes down my throat. There's a lot more there. So I'll say 3 there for smoothness, bitterness. On taste, again, a lot of it is on that back end. But it is good. It's diverse. There's a lot there. They say it's fruity and floral. It's fruity and floral. You can get that in the smell. You can get that in the taste on the back end. So let's go 3.75 there. No, 3.5. We're going to go 3.5 there just because I want a little bit more on the front end. I want something to stand out as it hits my tongue. Overall, I'm going to say this is a 3.5. That's still really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited a little bit more about just the regular Voodoo IPA or their Hazy Juicy. There's going to be a few from them this summer. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Get in the comments. And again, let me know what IPAs I need to try this summer. I got to try 98 more. So we're going to be doing that over the summer. Be sure to stay tuned. If you don't want to miss it, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button just for trying new things. That's always what we're here for. We're here to drink more beer, learn about beer, and experience it together. So thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers, and we'll see you next time on Pursue the Brew.